Our astounding heart and blood circulation system rivals the nervous system's complexity, order, and importance. The marvelous human heart faithfully pumps blood through an intricate vessel network that services each of our 100 trillion cells. Blood is a life-sustaining substance that delivers essential oxygen, nutrients, and chemicals to all cells while removing potentially fatal waste products like carbon dioxide. The fist-sized heart, an elastic organ weighing less than a pound, is an exceptionally durable pump featuring 4 chambers, 2 atria, and 2 ventricles, a strong dividing septum wall, and 4 paper-thin, one-way tricuspid, mitral, aortic, and pulmonary valves that are literally tougher than iron. These robust valves open and close precisely, which allows a perfect blood volume to travel in the right direction through the proper heart chambers to the correct cells. Heart cells throb in unison due to God's specially implanted sinoatrial SA node, which is an astounding 0.2 of an inch wide structure moderated by the brain through connecting parasympathetic nerves that decrease the heart rate and sympathetic nerves that increase the heart rate. The vital SA node has been nicknamed our heart's pacemaker since it provides the perfect electrical impulse initiating beat and thankfully controls contraction speeds even while we're sleeping. During a life-preserving cascade, the synchronized SA node pacemaker cells transmit a coordinated electrical charge that simultaneously travels through the atria, causing its contraction, and to the atrioventricular AV node, which conveys the charge via a clustered bundle of His fibers located in the septum to a branched Purkinje fiber network that rapidly distributes the electrical signal and stimulates ventricles to pump atrial blood throughout our body. The AV node retains an electrical impulse for approximately 1/10 of a second, which is the exact time atria need to fill ventricles with blood. Without this God-installed delay, the heart would not efficiently supply our body with blood, and we would suffer as a result. This amazingly fluid process is repeated an average of 72 times per minute within a normal heart and causes about 5 quarts of blood to circulate throughout the body every 60 seconds. The incredible human heart daily pumps about 2,500 gallons of blood and in 85 years will ceaselessly beat nearly 3 billion times and send more than 60 million gallons of blood coursing through the body, which is enough liquid to completely fill a line of train tanker cars 50 miles long. God has compassionately provided a triple-walled bag of tough connective tissue called the pericardium, which protects and anchors our heart through its fibrous attachment to the sternum, diaphragm, and strong arterial walls. The pericardium also prevents the heart from expanding beyond a safe limit since it is non-elastic. A special slippery fluid lies between the pericardium and heart, which allows it to beat freely. Blood, which is a mixture of microscopic platelets, red and white blood cells, within a clear yellowish fluid called plasma, travels through more than 75,000 miles of blood vessels at nearly 1 meter per second. Our remarkably efficient circulation system begins in the heart and continues through arteries, whose combined strength and flexibility ensures smoother and safer blood flow through microscopic vessels than rigid arteries would. Finally, tuned pressure sensors called baroreceptors, which have been implanted within the aortic arch, as well as the carotid sinus, intestinal tract, lungs, esophagus, and tongue, continually discharge electrical signals that inform the brain when minute blood pressure changes occur. The nucleus tractus solitari, which is located within the brain's medulla region, then literally calculates what the correct blood pressure should be during specific situations. The brain ultimately partners with other organs and various chemicals to moderate our heart rate and blood vessel diameter until the pressure reaches an acceptable level. Fatal strokes would be common without our God-supplied blood pressure control service. Blood then flows through smaller arterioles and even tinier capillaries, which fuse into venules that join to become veins returning to the heart. Unlike arteries, most veins contain one-way valves that have been wisely designed to prevent blood from flowing backward to the feet and away from the heart. We could not thrive without these specially created structures. The incredibly wonderful and essential blood vessel transportation system, if fully unfurled, would circle the globe 2.5 times. Red blood cells, which are numerous enough in a single body to circle Earth 4 times if laid end to end, may be the unsung heroes of our circulatory system, for the heart's amazing abilities would be non-effective without them. When needed, approximately 140,000 concave-shaped red blood cells can be produced in our bone marrow every minute, and each cell will travel throughout the circulatory system about 200,000 times during its 120-day lifespan. According to mathematic and scientific researchers, Red blood cells are perfectly shaped to carry large loads of their precious cargo, which includes oxygen. Oxygen is held on its red blood cell raft by a special protein called hemoglobin, whose molecular formula is one of the most complex in existence. Our circulatory system's outstanding pump and resource delivery network was intricately and ideally engineered by God, rather than a mindless explosion of non-intelligent matter that originated from nothing and nowhere several billion years ago. We don't have time to examine the countless additional, well-designed, essential, and irreducibly complex processes constantly occurring throughout the universe, on our planet or within its living inhabitants, including us, who have been masterfully made with truly astounding automatic processes such as the blood clotting cascade. For the sake of time, we also must bypass discussing the incredible processes of glycolysis in the cytoplasm and citric acid cycle in the mitochondria, as well as C4 photosynthesis, which is powered by the sun, plus a complex relationship among multiple molecules and chemicals to energize life. The truly jaw-dropping microscopic cellular world within each of us offers unmistakable evidence of divine design, as it features numerous examples of irreducibly specified complexity, sophisticated technology, biomechanical systems, and molecular machines that easily surpass our relatively meager modern inventions. We also don't have time to consider the amazingly intricate and precise human reproductive process, or the impressive qualities and feats of ATP motors, DNA, and other subcellular structures. We must also resist the urge to explore the wonders of our eyes, skin, bone, and lungs. The sense of hearing, as well as our nervous, immune, and other unmentioned body systems, senses, organs, and processes are truly breathtaking marvels of masterful engineering. Even bacteria, which are supposedly the most primitive of all life forms, have also proven to be immensely complex, as they are powered by flagellum that resembles a well-designed machine. Charles Darwin said, if it could be demonstrated that any complex organ existed which could not possibly have been formed by numerous successive slight modifications, my theory would absolutely break down. Darwin's challenge has been soundly met by the modern discovery of complex organs, molecular machines, and a virtual avalanche of many other microscopic structures and processes he had no knowledge of. While Darwin didn't know about these things, we do, so we really have no good excuse to deny the obvious existence of a supremely intelligent divine designer. This conclusion is surely more logically consistent with the observed evidence than the belief that literally everything we see in this incredibly complex and intricately ordered universe is the result of a chaotic explosion of non-intelligent and non-existent matter.